Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the next session. In today's session, we will be dealing with functions of management. What does management refers to? Management is the process of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. These are the five basic functions of management. These functions of management will help to guide the efforts of organizational members, will help to make optimum utilization of organizational human and material resources, and in turn will help to achieve the specific goals that the organization wants to achieve. So to begin with planning, planning is the primary function of management. All other functions of management are performed on the basis of planning. So, planning is deciding in advance what to do, when to do, and how to do, as well as who is going to do it. Planning is the process of thinking before you perform any action. Planning bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. That is, what is your organization's current position and where your organization wants to reach in the future. This gap is bridged with the help of planning. Planning is an intellectual process. What happens under planning? Under planning, you set the objective, identify which are the alternative courses of actions that are available. You evaluate each of the alternative course of action, select the best course of action where the advantages, merits are more and demerits are less. Only selection of the best course of action will not help you to attain the objective that you have set. You need to implement it, you need to follow it. This entire process of setting the objective, analyzing the future, and developing the assumption, which is known as planning premises, identifying alternative courses of action, evaluating and selecting the best course of action, implementation and follow up. This entire process is known as planning. Okay, now let me take one example for planning. Assume that XYZ company sells consumer goods and it wants to increase its sales by 10% in 3 months. It means, what is the objective of the company? To increase the sales by 10% within 3 months is the objective of the plan. Now, it will study the business environment and develop certain assumptions. It studied the business environment and it came to know that as of now, no new competitors have entered into the market. Government policies are stable. Next, it will try to identify which are the alternative courses of action, such as decrease in the price of the product, increase in advertisement, increase in sales promotion activities, increase in distribution channel, increase in after sales services, increase in sales force. These all alternatives are available to attain its objectives. In the next step, it will evaluate each of the alternative and identify the pros and cons associated with each of the alternative. Finally, it selected sales promotion, that is increase in the sales promotion activities and increase in after sales services would be the best course of action. Only selection of the best course of action is not sufficient. It need to implement it, which would be the next stage. And follow up is very important. It also developed a feedback mechanism. through which it would be possible to collect customer response, employees response, and know the improvement in sales and improvement in the opinion of customers and employees as well, which is very essential for achieving the sales target. Planning cannot prevent the problems that might arise in future, but planning will help you to make an assumption, to predict what problems might happen in future, so that you can prepare contingency plans to deal with those problems as and when they occur. Next, organizing. What is organizing? Organizing is a management function in which you identify the work that is involved. You group the work and form the departments, assign the work to the individuals, and establish reporting relationship. Let me take one general example. In any organization, what would be few common activities that will be undertaking? Preparation of journal, ledger, final accounts, auditing, tax and compliance, advertisement, sales promotion activity, customer database maintenance, recruitment, training, selection, compensation of employees, that is salary. Like this, in first stage of organizing, you will identify the activities involved. Next, you will group the activities on the basis of similarity and form departments, such that preparation of journal, ledger, final accounts, tax and compliance, risk management, all these activities belong to similar nature. They can be grouped and finance department can be formed. Advertisement, sales promotion, new product development, customer database maintenance, all these activities are of similar nature. These can be grouped and marketing department can be formed. Next, recruitment, selection, training and development, compensation, occupational health and safety. These all activities are of similar nature. These can be grouped and human resource department can be formed. Next, after forming the departments, you will assign the duty to the individuals. Who is going to undertake which activity? Who is responsible for performing what task in the organization? Once you have assigned the duty, the next is to establish reporting relationship, that is, from whom the individuals are supposed to take order, instruction about the task to be performed and to whom they need to report back. This develops the subordinate and superior relationship. This entire process of identification of work, grouping of work and forming the departments, assigning the duties and establishing reporting relationship is known as organizing. Organizing will decide who will do a particular task, where it will be done and when it will be done. Organizing will help you to ensure that sufficient resources are available with you and you are making optimum utilization of those resources. After planning and organizing, now various job positions will be created in the organization. Staffing is the process of finding the right people for the right job. It is very important for the management to ensure that right people with right qualification, right experience are available at the right place. Only then it will be possible to accomplish the organizational goals. Staffing is also known as human resource function. Staffing involves various activities: estimation of manpower requirement, recruitment, selection, placement and orientation, training and development, compensation of employees. Now, in a new enterprise, staffing will follow planning and organizing, whereas in an existing enterprise, staffing is a continuous function. Why? Because new jobs will be created and some existing employees may leave the organization. Because of which, in an existing enterprise, staffing is a continuous process. Right people can take the business to the top, whereas wrong people can break the business. Hence, staffing is an important function. The ability of an organization to achieve its objective will depend upon the quality of human resource, will depend upon the competency, commitment of the workforce. Directing. What is directing? Directing is the process of influencing and motivating the employees to perform the task so that you can achieve the objectives. The two key components of directing are motivation and leadership. What is motivation? Motivation is the process of stimulating people to action so that you can accomplish the desired goals. It is a process of creating an environment which will make them to work. This creation of environment which will make them to work, this stimulating people to action can be done by understanding the needs of individuals and satisfying their needs. Every individual have their own motive for joining the organization. Few people motive will be increase in salary, few people motive will be increase in status, recognition. So it is the task of manager to understand the motive that will energize the employee, drive the employee to satisfy the motive and make them to work towards the accomplishment of organizational task and achievement of objectives. Next, leadership. What is leadership? Leadership is influencing others to do what the leader want to do. And a good manager directs his subordinates through both praise as well as criticism and ensures that he brings out best in the employees. Planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, these functions of management, they provide framework for action, whereas directing is that function of management which actually initiates action. Controlling. What is controlling? Controlling is the function of management where you are monitoring the performance of organization towards the attainment of organizational goals. And if you find that any deviation is arising, any hurdles are coming in the way of accomplishment of objectives, you will be taking corrective actions. Hence, controlling is the process of establishing the standards for performance, measuring the current performance, comparing the current performance with the standards, and in case of any deviation, taking corrective action. Assume that XYZ company has prepared a plan for production and its objective is to produce 1000 units of products per hour. Now, what is the standard? Production of 1000 units of products per hour is the standard. Next, you will measure the current performance. After measuring the current performance, you came to know that 700 products are produced per hour. Now you will compare the standard with current performance. Standard is 10,000 units production per hour, whereas current performance is 700 units of production per hour. After comparing, you can find out that there is a deviation of 300 units per hour, which is a major deviation, and it needs a corrective action to be taken. Now, before taking a corrective action, you need to identify what is the reason because of which this major deviation is arising. Whether the problem is arising because of employees or machinery or any technical defect. Like this, after analyzing the cause of deviation, you need to take corrective action so that your actual performance will meet the standard of performance that has been set. Here, the management must determine what activities, what outputs are critical to success. If any deviation arises in these critical aspect, then compulsorily corrective actions must be taken. These are the various functions of management, and we will be studying each of the function of management in detail as separate chapters in further classes.